Hey, Nathan here, helping you become a better jungler. This is a review request I received from a player over on the North American server. He's gold 2. This is a Nunu game of his. He goes 6, 5, and 9. It is a loss. So why did he want me to review this game specifically? Says he felt really good about the early to mid game, but after some time there were very costly and small mistakes that wants my ideas on how to change, have lots of ideas, opinions on it already, timestamp below, love confirmation / correction on. Great. So I love the detail you've gone in these timestamps. And obviously what tells me here is that you've really thought about it, you've gone over the VOD, which is going to make this VOD review much more insightful and helpful for you. Obviously reconfirming some things you might have thought about it. I'm not going to go read all these out right now, but we will take a look at some of these pointers. So again, love that you've gone into the detail here. You're going to get a lot out of this VOD review. Okay, so we'll jump into your win condition in a moment. I just want to take a look at your runes first. So you are going Aftershock, which is really standard on Nunu. You can potentially have gone Predator, and that was sort of a thing I talked about and made some videos in the past in Season 9. I think Aftershock may really be the go-to for Nunu, especially the way that they changed it. Like, you just become incredibly tanky with Aftershock. It's ridiculous. So I do think that good to go Aftershock here. Font of Life, Conditioning, Revitalize. Revitalize obviously works so well off your Q. Get those extra shields, heals, especially with a center. It's going to synergize so well this game for you. And then you've actually doubled up and gone Ravenous Hunter and Cheap Shot. So again, going all in on the heals. So these runes are good in general for Nunu, but this game specifically, you're versing a very heavy CC comp here. Veigar, Thresh, and Ivan particularly. So I want you to go Triumph and Tenacity this game. I always like to take these runes if I'm against a pretty heavy CC comp. To be honest, I think Ivan is actually a pretty hard counter to Nunu. He can obviously stop your engage with your W. He can just throw his Q, so can Nunu, so can Thresh. So this is actually a pretty difficult game for you, and I am a little bit scared of what happens when you start moving into, the later stages of the game, because Ivan can literally just all your damage, even in terms of like early-ish to mid-game, all your damage can be basically blocked by an Ivan shield, basically, because Nunu's obviously not doing amazing damage. He really is just all-in, does that burst, but if you're getting denied from Ivan, it can be a bit annoying. But obviously Ivan is pretty squishy, you can catch him out early. That's still an option. So let's take a look at your win condition here. I do just realize I need my epic pen. So you've said, load into the game. I was thinking about my bot lane. Also mid lane would be good win conditions, as Echo could pair really well together with our amount of CC. Also for bot lane, I wanted to get them to scale ASAP, but I also thought that bot lane would be pushing into the enemy team's turret early due to Kate's range and the double range between Kate and Senna, but thought that possibly Thresh's oppression / hooks could lead to an unexpected fight or change the wave direction. Alright, great. I love your thinking here. Yes, Senna and Kate should definitely hard push, but if Thresh is good and is threatening, like Thresh and Lucian is a very early aggro lane, that can easily swing pretty easily. So I would actually open up to do a level 3 gank bot and do red Raptors, Krugs, and then look to maybe level 3 gank. Again, not too sure, like based on the wave, maybe it will not be doable, but I feel like Thresh is going to be trying to go for hooks. And yes, I agree. I think Senna, Kate with Nunu, I think that's a great combo. Your front to back ability and ability to siege, get those guys ahead, I think is absolutely a win condition. You did say Echo you identified, and I think that in terms of like the 2v2, and again, talking about your burst being nullified by Ivan, Veigar can just throw up his cage and that gank is over. I think it's actually very difficult to gank mid, honestly. Unless you're going for dives. Unless you're going for hard dives, but even then, Ivan can come counter those pretty easily. I really think it's bot. In terms of top, I mean, Garen is a little bit annoying. He can get pretty tanky. He is building Doran Shield right now as well. Obviously, you can't see that yet. But I think it's just bot side focus. Let's just get bot pushed in. Let's make four dragons, fourth Dragon Soul win condition. So that would be my game plan going into this. Let's take a look at your early game and also jungle path. So you place the ward there, switching out to red sweeper trinket, I think. Yep. Yeah, I think that's really good. I think Nunu is actually good in terms of pressure he can put out on the map. So actually I will just reduce the chat size here. Interface, it's pretty big. Don't need it that big. Alright, so we're doing red. Okay, so you do red and then Krugs. I mean, this is an okay standard path for getting free level 4 Nunu, but the thing about this, and again, this is the thing with Ivan, is that he's also going to get a free level 4. Maybe potentially this is also a game where you could have looked to invade, like invading Ivan's early. I mean, I guess you're against the Thresh, so it is a little bit difficult, but Ivan, I just don't like getting free early games. Like, he's obviously super weak early game. He has to wait for his, little passive thing to proc on the camps before he actually takes them. So it's okay for you to be full clearing here, but you know, again, you need to be thinking about the scaling here from Ivan. It's a little bit scary. The thing about this path now is that you have also sort of limited your option to help bot here. And I mean, they're not exactly pushing right now. And actually, Thresh has just got a hook. Okay, and this is literally gone south right now. So, I mean, it's funny that happened. But again, you could have opened yourself up to potentially helping that if you were doing Krugs. I mean, maybe you wouldn't have actually been able to help these guys in this situation because you probably would be just finishing Krugs right now. But again, sort of open that up. If you feel like bot's a potential win condition, just go for that level 3 gank and open up that jungle path for yourself. Doing Raptors, Krugs, then looking for a gank. If it's not gankable, worst case scenario, you're going to probably lose around probably 10 seconds walking up here, but I think that that's worth it, especially in the way that this happened. I think that that could have been a better jungle path for you. So unfortunately, Lucian gets a double kill there, bot. That's definitely not ideal for your win condition at all. Okay, so we're still just farming up. In terms of where Ivan is, I mean, we have no idea right now, so do Rift Scuttler after this, and actually Ivan shows up top here. So Ivan shows top here, he does nothing, that's okay. Just do Rift Scuttler, this is just not gankable. I doubt Ivan's going to come back here. And we do see Ivan back there. So what I'll be doing now, again, let's just try and even maybe double Rift Skull at this guy. I actually want you to do right now, Gromp, base, go bot, and then try and, again, pressure that, start setting up for Dragon. See, this top gank is just not doable. It's actually such a waste of time. You might burn Garen's flash. I mean, the way that this is looking right now, it's going to be pretty obvious. Like, he's not committing to any minions right now. I mean, this minion he's committing to, but he's pretty far away from Aatrox. Like, he's just going to run away from this. Like, you don't have red buff anymore either. So it's not like you're going to have insane amounts of damage. So I think this is a huge waste. And look at this. He just runs away. Do your Gromp. Come down here. Now you're going to lose the option to do double Rift Scuttler as well. Wasting time. At least clear this ward. At least clear this ward. At least put some pressure down onto the Garen. Okay, yeah, so you've wasted a lot of time now. And now the worst part about this is now, again, your win condition bot. Like, you're just opening up, like, dives potentially bot. Ivan's going to now pressure bot. Like, this is not ideal for you. And here he is. But Aatrox actually TP's down here, which is, I mean, I guess okay. He did have priority top anyway. Nice, they actually kill him there. Alright, so you do base. I love the 2 control wards from base here. Coming down. Mid is pushed in. Alright, I like this rule that you're following here that I talk a lot about in my videos. Instead of doing your camps, like, priority, like, vision first, then do your jungle camp. So you're trying to get some information. Obviously, bot lane has some priority here. We do see Ivan bot now. This... Okay, he does miss the Q there. Oh, are they going to get a kill here? Nice. Shutdown. Okay, this is good. We're back into the game for bot win condition now. Okay, deny the Rift Scuttler. Blasting Cone? I guess not. I mean, it's always... I really like to deny Blasting Cone because obviously that denies some gank potential threat from the enemy Ivan or even Thresh looking to flank. But in this case, I mean, Thresh was still around. I mean, maybe you could have waited here and got this, but... I mean, you have a lot to do right now. You have red coming up, Raptors, Wolves. There's a lot for you to do. So, again, I love your control wards out of base here, but in terms of placement, so you do place it here, and I think this is a pretty wasted ward. Like, I don't like warding this because, like, the enemy always just kills this really quickly. The wards that people don't really check as much is this one, but the fact that you've just walked into here, it might make it obvious that you're warding here. So what I would actually do is I would actually potentially ward this. Chuck a ward here, then back off, then do your camps. Never really ward this. If you want to do two aggressive ones, either do it here or here. But again, do it here because it would be pretty obvious that you probably control warded that based on, you know, you being there and walking it. You always want to try and ward that when the enemy team's like not looking or don't know you're there. Just give that surprise factor. Alright, I love the blast going here into sneaking dragon. You have priority mid. Your bot is basing, but they technically have priority. Great stuff. Love this dragon take. This is a good early drag. You're going to definitely make the 4th drag win condition a potential dragon soul. Alright, good sweep in here. Just back off. Let's just get back farming. Farm. You definitely need to start catching up now. You are level 4 still at 6 minutes. You'll be level 5 off this camp. Let's get that power farm going. Okay, so we see Ivan bot, which is good. So you know what I also want you thinking about right now? Your Aatrox is constantly pushing in top. And like he's winning this lane pretty hard. Let's get an early Rift Herald. 8-minute Rift Herald. Use that to potentially maybe break bot. Or, I mean, obviously accelerate the game here. I mean, again, I think you really do get outscaled. And I want you to try and think about how to accelerate this game as quickly as possible. Because Ivan does get really overpowered late game. Okay, so I like you've skipped your Raptor camp here to get Rift Scuttler. And now bot is unfortunately dying here as well. I mean, I guess there's not much you could do about that. Actually, why? Your team saw Ivan. How did this happen? Yeah, so we see Ivan and they still die. So, I mean, this is on them. I mean, in my mind as a jungler, just danger ping them. Which you are danger pinging. Great. And then just keep farming. Just let him waste time. What happens here? Does Thresh get a hook? See, I mean, this is definitely... yeah, definitely on them. Again, let's just think about getting Rift Herald. Rift Herald. So do your camps. Right, so Kaylin's obviously getting pretty zoned here. Maybe should have come and helped this, just push this out and just let her base. How much gold does she have? Actually, she doesn't even want a base. Alright, if you guys are going for this, I mean, you're still around. I think you can maybe help this. I mean, this is super overextended. And you actually are coming down here. Senna's back on the map now. Yeah, just punish them for this. I like this. You should be able to clean up. You like stutter stepped. You stood still there for a little bit. Not sure what that was about. Be flush there. Kill Lucian. Great stuff. Okay. Good work. Let's just go top. Let's get this Rift Herald. Get Cinderhulk. Love the 2 control wards. Straight top. Awesome stuff. So bot's actually really putting on the pressure here. So this is actually going to be really good. Like, Lucian's not that far ahead right now. He's still 10 CS down. Obviously has 3 kills. Senna starts to really be, like, stronger than lead. Like, she scales really well. And I think now she's level 6. Like, what I want you to do is actually get this Rift Herald. Obviously wait for Aatrox to come up. Let's get this pretty safely. I think you can break bot naturally, which is ideal scenario. And then use it to either break top or mid. Potentially, ideally mid. Because Veigar can, like, stonewall this pretty hard. Love this control ward here as well. This is a great control ward to be looking to set up Rift Herald with. Junglers like never check this brush ever. Like think about how many times you walk through that brush. It's really rare and it gives you so much information. Alright, so I like that you're just slowly setting up here. Be patient. Deny the scrying plant. This is great setup. I love your patience here. Unfortunately, Senna comes mid and dies here. Veigar is low though. Alright, potentially actually, yeah, just get a rift here. I mean, if Ivan's going to do this... Ivan really sucks at killing Aatrox. There's no way these guys can even like 1v2 Aatrox. He has too much lifesteal. So great work there. Let's just get Rift Herald off this. Ivan's dead. For some reason, Garen comes and wards this. Like, there's nothing Garen can do. He has to react to a top wave. Veigar, I'm a little bit worried about, but he is still mid. I mean, in terms of, like, that would be suicide by Veigar to come and try and contest this. So I think this is pretty safe. Alright, Dragon is coming up now, though. So what I want you to do... I mean, I guess you can gank this, but I need you to really base get 2 control wards and start setting up this Dragon. But, I mean, I guess you can still stay on the map here. If you kill Veigar, you can actually just get Drag off this. So this is also another alternative option. And these guys are low bot as well. Okay, so we can, I think, get Dragon here. Going to be able to scare him off. Alright, Aatrox TPs now on. This is the Echo TP. This is great work for your team. So good teamwork from everyone. Get this dragon. Okay, 2 dragons. You help push him bot. Okay, so yeah, this is a big mistake, Rift Herald. I don't like this at all. You're going to get this tower naturally. Again, like a Kate Center, these guys are tower destroyers. If you come help them get this, like you can just be a stonewall for thresh hooks. I mean, ideally you dodge in them, but you break this naturally. Much better to save Rift for either top or mid. Again, ideally mid, but maybe you do need to break top because mid still has 4 plates and might be very hard. Like you need to kill Veigar really to get this. So, but I just want you to open up options really. Like right now, you've sort of just wasted this. Like where actually is Lucian? I think he's so far away right now. I mean, they might not have got this, but again, like the game would have, you would have naturally gotten that anyway. So yeah, I don't like that Rift Herald at all. And actually, let's take a look at what you say about that out of curiosity. So, this was, I use Herald bot after break the turret as Lucian would just be leaving base around that time. I leave it with my bot lane because I know the turret will be broken. I think I could have stayed with them and been aware that Ivan was topside there contesting. No, I mean, you use Rift Herald to break it. Like, if they die, they die. Like, they should be basing off that. I mean, unless you come and help them push another wave in. You got stuff to do, man. Yeah, just back off. This is fine. That's on them. Okay, so, farm. Next objective is either top, mid, but I want you to be controlling top side. Dragon's not going to be up for another 3 minutes or so. 2 controls from base, so we're going to buy it. Love the sell refillable potion for 2 control wards. Excellent work. Refillable potion is just useless at this stage. You don't need it anymore. You have really good sustain in the jungle with Nunu anyway. Alright, great. Gank top here. Lucian and stuff spot, so this should be pretty free centers here. It's 3 versus potentially 2 with Ivan, but I mean, you're pretty tanky right now with a chain vest as well. I mean, I would actually be looking to build Knight's Vow this game because Senna's not going to be building it. I'm actually curious to see what you build that into. Senna snipes Lucian bot, super OP ult, and any team's all bot. Yeah, let's just go push mid. Don't do your top camps. If they want to do this, just break this tower. Veigar's bot as well. Alright, love the decision making here. This is good stuff. You're going to break all outer towers. The amount of control you're going to have from the game right now, being the team with mid tower up, getting these next dragons is going to make it so much easier for you. I mean, in terms of even Baron, if you keep this up for the next like 6-7 minutes, like you guys are going to have constant priority of top and mid. So again, this is why getting these outer towers is so important. Okay, so we definitely do need to start thinking about Dragon and second Rift Herald. So Caitlyn is bot. This is maybe a fight you don't need to take. I think you should just do your camps. But you do kill Lucian there, which is good. But the thing about this right now is like, you've sort of wasted a little bit of momentum and efficiency. Okay, so now you need to have created an efficient jungle path right now around Dragon. And the way you want to do that is do Raptors, Wolves, Blue, Gromp, base, reset, come down for Dragon. And why I say that fight, I think it's actually more important for you to do that. I mean, I guess you do kill Lucian, but... So yeah, as soon as like Lucian dies here, he gets lented out, just go straight, just back off, straight to Raptors. Actually, I think even just ditch your Raptors. Nah, yeah, ditch your Raptors. Ditch your Raptors, do Wolves, Blue, Gromp, and then base, and you can come down here and get Raptors later. No reason to get them here. See, now the other problem with this is Dragon's coming up, you see, now in a minute. You're going to be forced to go bot side, and you're going to be inefficient and miss all your jungle camps. And here it is. And I mean, this is the right move, but you've done it inefficiently again, based on your jungle pathing. So I love the 2 controllers here. It actually looks like you are building dead man. So I think this is a big mistake. You are support Nunu, front to back Nunu, peeling Caitlyn center. That is how you win this game. I love building support items like Knight's Vow, Zeke's on champions like tanky, like, you know, Sedge, even Zac, Nunu, Sejuani, because like your Senna's not going to be building it. Like, get that item. There's super OP items for AD carries. It just enables them so much. So I think your build here is a little wrong. I do love the 2 control wards here. So it does look like you have control ward of this. This is always a wasted control ward in terms of dragon control. They can always defend this really easily. Like what they're doing now, they just ward this. The 2 wards that are super OP for dragon control is your ward goes in here. Someone's already warded this. But get these 2 brushes control warded. This is a waste. They just kill that so easily over the wall, as you can see them doing now. So I wanted you to place that there instead. I mean, in terms of wards right now, look at this. I mean, they have a control ward in here, but they could easily be placing wards in here, and you won't be able to kill them because they're not control warded. Alright, so we've got a bit of a fight happening here. I mean, you do have an advantage in this fight, the fact that this is warded, but if this was warded as well, you would have insane advantage in this fight. If your denied vision had control ward here, vision wins you fights like this. Super important stuff. Okay, so it does look like you're probably going to win this eventually. Anyway, Aatrox is just popping off. Great. 3rd dragon. 4th dragon's looking good. But looking at these time controls, this is danger zone. So let's take a look at what happens in the next 4 minutes or so. So you guys just wiped them now. So you guys are 4k gold ahead. You have 3 drags. There's no reason why you can't close this game out right now, especially with 2nd Rift Herald. So I love that you're going for 2nd Rift here. By the way, you also did walk over this ward. No one's killed this. This is actually a little problematic. Like, C control wards, just kill them. They offer a lot of vision for, especially that one there. That's a really important control ward. Alright, so great 2nd Rift Herald take. Blue, let's just clear these camps. Farm, farm, farm. There's not much for you to do on the map right now. Okay, so in terms of win condition, next objective, I mean, your win condition right now is just 4 dragons, straight up. I don't even want you to really worry about Baron at all. Hover Aatrox, but really, you want to be like a 3-man, like, peeling squad for these 2 champs. That's the way you want to be playing team fights front to back. But the problem is that Ivan is sort of a better front to back champion than you are. So this is why I'm a little afraid of games going a little bit longer. Like, he can just do that job much better. So you build Deadmans here, and again, I think this is probably not an ideal build. I love that you buy. I see you buy a Kill Noodle gem, and then you realize 2 controls you need, and you sell that. Get a Ruby Crystal 2 control. It's so good. I love the. I mean, it's your job as a jungler to be getting these control wards off. The only way you're going to control River is with these things. The extra health and CDR is not going to help you control River for a objective, which again wins you games. So, love the priority there. So you guys are 6k gold. Up. Let's just push waves in slowly. Again, let's protect the Kate center. Okay, so you're walking into, here you go, 3, like, where's the enemy team right now? No reasons to do this. This stuff throws you games, and this is potentially the mistakes that you talk about. I mean, I could tell this coming from a mile away. The enemy team was all here. They have this warded, so they'll be able to know if you're coming. And again, you saw this. I see this because I have your vision right now. Wait for them to react to waves before running into this. This is suicide. I know you're super tanky, but you can get caught pretty easily. Like, ignited, you don't have the heals anymore. You lose a lot of momentum from this. And taking a look at... what are we at? 20... I will go way too deep after warding after just seeing their team on the map. Here you go. I lost momentum here and gave a huge amount of gold to their carry, which was awful from you. Yeah, you actually gave 500 gold shutdown gold as well, was it? 500 gold. Huge mistake. Like, this stuff loses you games. Especially in terms of dragons now coming up soon. Like, you're going to start losing like a lot of momentum from this. Momentum is everything for jungling. Right, so you're back on the map now. You do have 2 control wards. Because the thing about this, you die now, it gives the enemy team open to just take objectives. Because now it's a 5 versus 4 on the game. So now, like, there's so many consequences from that. Like, Garen now is freely able to push up top. Your team needed to back off mid. Because you weren't around anymore as that tank. So there's so many consequences to dying there. Okay, so we've got a fight going on here. Bit of a dice roll fight. Again, I don't think you need to be doing this to win this game. The way you win this game, like Dragon's Company in a minute, just slowly push out mid. They'll never be able to outpush a Senna, Kate, and Nunu standing mid. That's the thing. Get this Rift Scuttler, push up bot. I think this is a bit of a dice roll fight. I don't like this. Like, Senna's not here as well. But Garen, I guess, wasn't here. Alright, I guess you get the kill. Alright, this is a free drag now. Definitely a free drag. Thresh is dead. So you can't walk... Like, this fight's over. You can't walk into Veigar, Ivan. Impossible. You don't have, like, insane engage. Kate's This is bad. I don't like this at all. I can already tell how you lose this dragon. Someone's going to get caught by some Ivan Q or something like that. Echo gets killed there. Here you go. Now you lose dragon. So this is where you need to be taking control of your team as a jungler. Yes, your team may not listen to you, but what's the alternative? The alternative is you losing fourth dragon anyway. At least come down here, set this up, tell your team, hey guys, push out mid. Bot, relentlessly tell them to danger ping, but also tell them the intention why you're danger pinging. Sometimes people get triggered by pings. Just tell them, hey, let's get fourth drag. Tell them, literally, we're going to win this game by just getting fourth dragon. People love to hear that word, win this game, you know? Instead of getting dragon, like, it's way more exciting to say, we win this game. Just do this simple thing that doesn't require fighting. Okay, so Echo's dead now. I mean, you haven't exactly set this up properly. It's now 5 versus 4. You die. There you go. There goes the fourth dragon. Again, these mistakes lose you games, and it all sort of snowballed off that death there as well. Alright, so good 2 controls again out of base. I definitely would be giving off blue, I think, to Echo. There's no reason. You don't need it on Nunu at all. Like, Echo's not... It's like he's doing badly at all. Alright, so we're looking to fight again. Like, all you need to do here is help Kate. I need you to be a force. And just be a wall and just help Kate push this in. There should be no... I should never be able to see them pushing Kate in right now. Like, this is what you need to do. Get mid priority. You're going to have constant mid priority the fact that you have this tower. But I like that you're sweeping a lot of top here. This is good. Control, control, control. But again, I love danger ping. We don't want to do the same thing we did last time. Enemy teams all missing. Wait for them to react to waves. Push out top. Push out bot. We sort of need to, like, wait for fourth dragon now. I mean, like, the game's getting pretty close. And I think your Baron is, like, not... It's not the fastest, honestly. Okay, so you are doing Baron. I do like that you're going to try and force Garen to just TP to this. But, again, you guys don't do it this quickly. I mean, look how slow you guys are doing it right now. Kate's not even hitting it. So what I want you to do here... Echo's actually getting caught. But ideally what you do is... this is in terms of the macro, sort of broader strategy. Bait Garen's TP and then just back off instantaneously. That's something you could communicate, because then now Aatrox will have TP advantage. He can split push bot, and Garen has to decide whether he matches that, or Aatrox can just literally push that TP, and then you guys, that's the way you guys can get a free Baron. So that's what you need to do. Just bait Baron, bait the TP. This is pretty hard to coordinate, honestly, and pretty potentially hard to do in gold games, but just telling you, just giving you some ideas, that's how you actually are going to, you know, either secure Baron and close out this game. I'm curious to see what you say about this Baron here. Aatrox calls to do Baron. I continue to do it with him because I see Garen bot. But remember, here's TP. Again, all you do is just bait that TP. So I hope that gives you a bit of insight here. And unfortunately, Thresh cooks Kate there. So, I mean, your team's sort of just getting outplayed a bit. And now you lose Baron. So again, now we're just getting to the later stages of the game. The game's sort of coming out of your control. Kate's not super fed. She really needed to be your win condition here. This game's looking pretty grim now. They've completely leveled the gold. When you had like a 6k gold advantage, was it? Almost 7,000. I mean, again, you could have had four dragons by now as well, which was a huge win condition for you, Dragon Soul. I mean, this could have even been a game where you literally didn't even worry about Baron. You just kept going bot and look to get Elder off that as well and just end the game through that. Alright, so now their siege is actually going to be, like, unstoppable. Because you guys can never engage on them. You have no engage. You can't engage because they have so much counter-engage abilities. Thresh, Ivan, Veigar. I think you just lose the game here, honestly. Because the thing about this now is they're going to have constant mid-priority. and you're going to lose 4th drag again. I mean, look at this. There's just the Echo's just running and dying. Doesn't even have the opportunity to ult. Super OP with Ivan. Ivan is the ultimate siege champ with Baron. And again, there's nothing you guys can do. This cage, this Ivan Q. I mean, I guess you are defending this alright. You do have Kate Senna. Yeah, but you guys lose 4th drag again. Alright, well, I'm actually going to end the VOD review here. I mean, I just feel like you've gone outscaled. I mean, as Nunu, in terms of what you can do to win this game, it's out of your control. It got too late. Again, Ivan, try and avoid picking Nunu into Ivan, because this happens. Ivan just is a much better front-to-back champ with you than you. You guys don't have enough damage to really engage, kill anyone. Like, I can just see how you guys just can't win. Looks like you do win some fights here, but I want you to focus on this section of the game. Those mistakes were really big. Small but crucial mistakes. You know, you getting caught there, you're not setting up that 4th drag better, and also that Baron was really pretty ridiculous. Should have turned off that much quicker. And even told your team your intentions. Just bait this, get the TP for Garen, let Aatrox split bot, force Garen to react to it, and then we can take Baron off that potentially as well. So that's going to be it for this review. There's a lot of stuff in here. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions. You can check out my full notes over my blog, nathanmott.gg. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.